If I asked you to name your favourite Blue Note jazz guitar records, what would you say? Idle Moments or Green Street by Grant Green, Midnight Blue by Kenny Burrell? Each of these definitely have a place in every guitar player's record collection, but what I'd like to tell you about today is a very underrated Blue Note album by the jazz guitar player Lou Mecca. Before I begin, I must acknowledge and cite Adrian Ingram for telling me about Lou, and I must also acknowledge Jim Carlton's excellent book, Conversations with Jazz and Studio Guitarists. Both of these were fantastic resources for finding out information about Lou Mecca. In the 1950s, jazz guitar players such as Jimmy Raney and Tal Farlow were perfecting the bebop idiom on the guitar. Meanwhile, players such as Barney Kessel and Johnny Smith were setting the standard for chord melody. If you mix together the bebop phrases of Tal Farlow with the chord melody playing of Johnny Smith, then the result is Lou Mecca's playing. Lou was influenced by Tal Farlow and Johnny Smith. You can hear Lou's playing in full force on his debut Blue Note release, which is the Lou Mecca Quartet. You'd think that winning the Downbeats Critics Poll and playing with jazz greats such as Ella Fitzgerald, Stan Purdy and even Bill Evans would establish anybody for a long-term career in jazz. But like many other jazz guitar players and jazz musicians of that era, Lou Mecca got frustrated with the jazz scene and retrained as a chiropractor, in which he did for the next 30 years before returning to the jazz scene again in the late 1990s. Thankfully, Fresh Sounds have re-released Lou's original quartet record as part of a compilation called the Free Swinging Guitar Sessions. This is a fantastic compilation and also features Chuck Wayne. The set begins with All the Things You Are. The quartet lineup is guitar, vibes, bass and drums, and interestingly the arrangement of All the Things You Are sounds a little bit like the Hank Garland Gary Burton record, where you've got one instrument playing the melody, then a counter melody. Johnny Smith's chordal influence shines through on the ballad You Go To My Head. However, my personal favourite tracks are The Song Is You and Bernie's Tune. Both of these display Lou Mecca's relentless bebop chops in full force, and in my opinion the album is worth purchasing just to hear these two tracks alone. All of this is topped off nicely by the wonderful tone that Lou Mecca gets from his D'Angelico XL guitar. So if you've heard all the usual suspects from the 1950s like Tal Farlow, Chuck Wayne, Hank Garland, which are all well worth checking out if you don't know any of those, and you're wanting someone new to listen to, then check out the unknown jazz guitar player Lou Mecca. You won't be disappointed. If you like this video and you want more content like this, then please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you found this video useful, then please click like.